Hello everybody, Wild Tracker here, and welcome to another episode of Sky Factory 2. Sorry about the noise, we've got the builders in. No, really, we're hopefully, as you can see there, we've got some withers that are just automatically being killed down there, so yeah, every now and then when I get enough skulls, I just sort of set that thing in motion, and we let these guys live for a little bit, and then we'll take their heads. Yes. Right, what are we doing today? Well, we've got some stuff to do down the bottom, so we'll get on to that. We've only got a few things left in the achievement book, so this may be the last one for a little while, because a lot of the achievements are things like filling that chunk over there with triple compressed cobble, which we're kind of doing, but yeah, we've still got a way to go, and that's just going to take time. This here, so we'll kind of probably finish it when this is finished. We're at 1.6 billion and we need to be 2 point something or other, and this up here is just over 1 trillion now. We want to be at 2.14 trillion, so it's a kind of an AFK thing, so it won't be the last episode, I don't think, but it may be. We won't be sticking to the regular schedule on it, so we may just have to sort of yeah, just drop out the schedule for a little bit, and then as and when we've got that done, we'll do it. But this is what we've moved. All of these Stirling Generators that were at the top over there somewhere, I believe. So we've taken all those down. I've kind of come up with the idea and concept what we're going to do this, because we got to fill this energy cell in 3 minutes. That's the task. Okay, so the reason I got the Tesseract set up here is this is set on extract with redstone signal. So in other words, at the moment you can see there it's got nothing in it, but if we do this and it fails, I've got to have a way of getting the energy out of there, and we're just going to put it into a Tesseract and into the storage at the top there. So that's what that's for. So these are basically energies coming in. So as I said last time in last episode, we kind of, I think, need at least a minimum of 2 to get the speed of these. Here you can see these are 20,000 RF, so as this has got a maximum input of 32,000, no point in having 3 unless these really get choked or something like that. So what I've done is I'm going to put half the generators down here, so we're going to have a couple hundred generators there, a couple hundred generators there, and they're all going to be producing power, and they have no coal in there at the moment, but they do have a capacitor, an octadic capacitor, which is the biggest one you can get, so that's going to have a faster burn rate and all the rest of it. So how are we powering it? So this is the theory that so all these are connected via these energy conduits, and they're going to go into here. So that's simple enough. What we're then going to do, in fact this side is probably better to show you. Let's jump. What we're then going to do is actually use these item conduits, and they're going to be into these chests. So I've set a chest up for each panel, so it's going to control all of those. And what we've done is I've set this when we come into here, so it'll be extract redstone signal, so it's going to need redstone signals to start extracting, and it's on round robin mode. Okay, so round robin basically means it's going to put 1 piece of coal in there, then 1 in there, 1 in there, rather than putting 64 into there, 64 into there, 60. So it's just a more efficient way of spreading the coal out, and they all start burning at the same time. So we've got more of these conduits to actually put on, and then we've got this redstone conduit here, which essentially is attached to all of these. So in theory, if we follow this along, it goes to all those over there, and then comes up over here, goes down the other side, does exactly the same there. There is a switch here. Okay, so let's just fly up here and come down. So when I flick this switch, it's going to set off that redstone signal, and that's going to then go to all the chests and tell them to release the coal. So that's going to be my on-off mechanism for all of these. So if I literally flick that switch, any that are connected at the moment will suddenly start burning. So that's my on-off switch. So all I really need to do is 2 things. Number 1, get all these generators in place, and thankfully they retain the capacitor inside it. So when I took them down from before, they should all be at 500. So that's what I'm counting on anyway. So, but I will check them beforehand because I've got one in my inventory. So the fact these are all stacking together mean they are, and I know I've got a load more in the in my storage, my ME storage. So as I'm doing these, I'm just going to be checking that they are all 500. So let me get these down in place, and then we'll have a look at the item conduits and seeing how all they're connected. So that's all of them in place now, all 400. We've got each bay is 10 by 5, so that's 50 in a bay, and we've got 4 down there, 4 down there, so we've got 400 of these. And the time it took to put these things in here, these capacitors, each one, but I've checked every single one now. There's quite a few didn't have them, but they're all a higher rating, so they should produce energy faster. All I've got to do now is get these item conduits, and again this is going to be one of those jobs because I've got to hold shift to connect it at the same time, and then every single one is going to have to be changed to insert as well. So yeah, that's a bit of a pain. So I think I'm just going to go and place them all, and then why did that do that? Oh, that's why. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to go and place them all. Has that already got one? It hasn't got one, so I should place it there. I think that's what it is. I'm trying to place it against the actual. If you place it against there, it doesn't do it, but if you place it against the machine, you can see the bounding box is slightly different. So yeah, right. Yeah, this is going to take a while as well, isn't it? So while I'm doing that though, I'll have a talk to you about the channel, because if we are going to be not having sort of this on a weekly basis we've been having at the moment, this has been coming out on Fridays. I'm thinking of putting something else in its place, and yeah, so we're gonna have some new stuff coming up on the channel, and it might not be Minecraft stuff either, so do look out for that. I'm trying to keep a regular schedule now of when my stuff comes out. We've got our 1.9 Let's Play series in Minecraft, which is getting quite good because they're getting to that point where actually they're not bringing new stuff into the game, they're just going to be doing bug fixing and that. So it means that the full version of 1.9 is probably going to be coming out soon. Maybe even, I don't know, in November, possibly December, certainly this year anyway, I hope. So yeah, if they can get all the optimizing and bug fixing done, then the full version will be out. But there's some new stuff has been added to it recently, which is really cool, so check out my series on that. And what else have we got? Oh, we've got my Ragecraft, yes. Playing Ragecraft CTM map, so complete the monument, collect the crystals and all that sort of thing, which I've never really played before. Having a lot of fun doing that, so yeah, check that out as well if you can. Leave me a like. And as far as the channel goes, it's growing as I'm recording this, and I don't know what it's going to be like, because this video I record the day before, so I'm recording this on the Thursday and it'll be released on the Friday. But as I'm recording this, I believe my subscriptions are at 998, so almost 1,000, which is truly awesome. It's just, well, you know, I'm beyond words. I don't even know what to say really, but other than thank you to every single one of you. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, yeah, go and check out my numbers. If I'm not quite 1,000, go and subscribe for me, and even if I'm over 1,000, go and subscribe, because it is truly awesome. I do this for the pleasure of it. You know, the money that I get from it, it doesn't outweigh the amount of money I spend on doing it. So it is for the pleasure that I do this. I really enjoy playing the games. I really enjoy recording the videos and having fun doing that. So please subscribe if you don't already, because it just that means a lot to me, and I know it means you know, carry on recording rather than just playing without recording. So as long as people subscribe, like my videos, leave comments, all that kind of stuff, I'm going to carry on recording. So hopefully you like my style of recording and I can offer you something a little bit different. I don't know. And if you've got any suggestions to other things to do and play, then you know I'd welcome to look at those. This is the second sort of void type Minecraft I've done, because I did the normal skyblock before this. This is obviously the modded version of skyblock in reality, Sky Factory. So I don't know whether I'm going to do another void type thing, but maybe some kind of story-led map, or you know, some kind of sort of book one where you've got to complete the tasks and do it that way, but not necessarily in a void world. So yeah, if you've got any suggestions on that, let me know in the comments. I'd love to find out and have a look at those. So cool. Right, well, I'm going to get on with this because this is one side where I've attached them. I've still got to go and make sure that all on input rather than output, because hopefully we can do this without doing a test. We can just run it and it works and it does it, but I don't know. So yeah, I will get on with this, do this side now, check that all the inputs are on input, and then I'll see you guys in a moment. Wow, so I think that's the last of them. I think they're all got whoa, 2 jumper high. They should all be pointing inwards, which I'm pretty sure they are. 400 of them. So I guess because none of these have got power in, because if they did, this would have power in, and this is completely empty. That's blocking it from going out because it would need redstone. So I guess we're kind of ready. Hello, Bat. I'd like to test it, but I guess if we're going to test it, we might as well do it right, hadn't we? We might as well do a... That thing is so noisy. Every single time it makes me jump. I don't know why I keep it, other than the fact it stops the rain happening, doesn't it? So... yes. Right, okay, so I think it's time to give this a test, don't you? We shall see if it either works or it doesn't work. It'll either, you know, work in the allotted time or won't, or whatever. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to put a little timer on here myself when I flick this switch, and we'll see if we get that full before 3 minutes. So obviously you guys can check the time on the recording, but so here goes nothing, I guess, and we'll kind of watch it as well as it does it. So if some of these things don't fill up, and some of this might be lagging, might be the way it's doing it. It doesn't fill up very quickly on these other ones, is it? It's kind of taking its time. So I guess we could speed that up by having more chests fill it up and do it that way on the round robin. But yeah, it's filling. These two aren't though, so I'm not sure why that is. So what I'm going to do is stick a torch on those. Could be that their input isn't set. Let's just do that, and we'll check any that don't light up. I think everything else is actually going, isn't it? So how's this doing after 50 odd seconds? Not getting anywhere close yet, are we? So I don't know whether it is or not. So it's the middle ones, 1, 2, 3, 4 across. So that's middle ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere there. Yeah, it looks like they were pointing. Yeah, look, you can see those pointing out still. So insert and insert. So I missed 2. Never mind, that's absolutely fine. This will be a good test anyway. I assume there is still some fuel left in there, yeah, but it might be going round now anyway, so that's fine. Yeah, one of them's got it in now. They are burning away. We're at 1 minute 46-ish. 3 million? I don't know. Let's just see how this goes, I guess. But if we just miss it and it's these two, I'll blame them. So that's as you do, as you do. yeah, let's see how this goes. They're certainly holding power. Now that to me is basically saying that, you know, because they're not draining, they're producing more power than they're actually, or these are draining. Right, okay, so they're all draining, but these weren't for some reason. These are holding power. So are they all connected correct? They're holding power. Yeah, so this side seems to be holding power. This side doesn't. Let's have a look at here. So that's going in. Let's just check the connections on here. Insert, that's going in. And insert. So yeah, as far as I know, that's all, yeah, power in there. Maybe that the because this only accepts a maximum of 32,000, and that's 3 minutes by the way, so we have failed. But because this is only allowing so much, then maybe let's just switch this off. Maybe it is actually only drawing in, so this side isn't the this is like the overflow if you like, so it's taking in on this side first of all, which is the maximum, and then the other side is less so. So yeah, that seems like it's draining there. Okay, so not quite sure how we do on that, because that is, I guess we kind of want this to be a maximum on this side, isn't it? That's the kind of thing we want. Yeah, so I'm going to try and work this out. Oh, that's filling up. Oh yeah, that's the side that is emptying, whereas this side isn't emptying so fast. You know, I think we might run that test again. I was just putting these on here. I'm just going to remove them so they don't interfere, and that one as well, and we'll put that back in a second. Because yeah, I was just looking at that, and this side is set to orange, and it shouldn't be. I missed that when I put it down because I've moved it from at the top. That should in fact be blue, and then I guess that side, no, whichever side this is, which, no, it's difficult knowing which is front and back and all that kind of stuff. This one, no, be the last one I try, you know that. No, that's the top. Is it that one then? It is. Right. Needs to be on the other one though, doesn't it? There. Is that now... No, that's disabled. It is that one. Yes. So that should start draining it soon. Extract without that. Insert into there. These are all still burning up their coal. I'm going to have to take it all out, I think. Yeah, because there's lots of it in there. So, yeah, that might have been a problem, is that we're only putting energy into this, into one side. So, yeah, it may work quicker. So, that was a good test. Shall we see if the real thing happens now? I've got everything completely emptied, so there should be no reason to, you know, have any energy in there at all. This should now be set. As you can see from there, it's got the blue on the correct side rather than the side it shouldn't be on and all that kind of stuff. So let me just get my timer going. Right, I've got that ready. Yeah, so I think we'll just do this again. 3, 2, 1, start. And then yeah, hopefully interesting patterns it makes, isn't it, when it fills all these up. So hopefully, why is that one not working? Oh, it is. Why is that on max? Doesn't make sense. Turn this off again. Turn it off. Turn it off. No. Why is that on max? But it's not draining energy. Right. Let's turn this off. We'll have a look at this to So that could be draining it out again. Yes. Here somewhere, was it? That one there. Can't see it. Let's click on there. That's on inserts. The power should be on extract. That'll be why. Power is now draining. Okay. So yeah, but it should be all right because they'll all be drained anyway, or they won't be working, so they just won't affect it. Right, let's wait for this to drain again. How many we got in each? 2. Yeah, we'll cope with that. They haven't got many, so those never got it. We'll let them just burn out. Fill the collector, empty the collector, and we'll go for test number 3. Right, shall we go for this? It's a beautiful day, the sun is up. We are ready for the real thing. We've done our tests, we've done our trials. We have a Resonant Energy Cell that is empty. We have a load of these generators that are empty, and we have an on-off switch. So 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we started the stopwatch. We shall see now and see how well this fills up and how quickly it fills up, because I've got a feeling we're going to be alright. I've got a feeling we're going to be okay in terms of how quickly this is going to fill. Not all these have got stuff in it yet. It takes a while for all that coal to filter through, but it will. As you can see there, it's putting them in one at a time. Go on, get some in there. Yes, and these are a bit glitchy as well. Sometimes they flash on when they're not actually doing anything, so or rather they don't switch off, shall we say. But they certainly look like they're emptying. Yep, both sides as well this time, which is pretty good. And that's good because it means that all the energy is going into here. So how are we doing for time? 52 seconds, and we're getting up to that much. So I think, yes, I think we're going to be alright, because at the 3 minute mark, 1 minute mark now, we're 300 and we've got to get to 800. So yeah, I think we're going to be we're probably going to be up to 900 at least by the time, or we would be if it allowed us to carry on. So we're probably going to get this in about 2.5 minutes, I reckon. I reckon that's a good guess, which means we'll probably need a lot less than these. So yeah, certainly don't need this many. That's for sure. As I said, I don't know what the number would be, but we've got 400 here. It's neither here or there, to be perfectly honest, to make 300 or 400. It's just a little bit of extra time. So yeah, 1 minute 40 odd going, and wow, this is going pretty good. So yeah, I think this is going to be a challenge complete. We're going to be able to tick the book and get that one done as well. So 6, it's 1:52 minutes now. So yeah, it's even going to be faster than 2.5 minutes, I think, isn't it? Going at this rate, that's pretty good. Yeah, so you could probably done it a lot less than the amount we've got on there, but I can't be bothered to work out the maths. And are we going to go for full? We are full. I've paused the clock, so my stopwatch says 2 minutes 19. It's somewhere around about that, and we filled it from scratch. So yeah, and it even takes into account, because these things seem to hold their energy as well. Now let's just get this. We might as well have it feeding our energy as it burns, so we're just going to let these carry on, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, so these, once you fill in with energy, they kind of hold their energy. So we've got a number of those that needed a sort of, 20,000 RF each, but to be honest, that's just a few seconds worth of burning. So if it was really, really close, we'd probably discount that, but yeah, it's nowhere near, is it? So that's absolutely fine. So yeah, we have another power source, I guess. If we want to get rid of all that coal, because we have loads and loads of coals, we could automate this. And I'd probably put this up high rather than down here on the floor, so this would be an empty room if we were doing it for sure. But yeah, no, and you can see on there it's filling up as fast as it can drain it, because that is draining it, because it's not quite on the 800. But yeah, it's going as quick as this can, but I guess that's because, so let's put this on there. Let's bring this across and there, and not have that on it. And then we need to set the top, which is this one, to be orange. Excellent. And then we need to put that just to say extract. Doesn't need anything. So that should be extracting. Yes, you can see now it's speeded up the extraction of it because yeah, because of the fact that these are limited to 20,000, whereas this will obviously do a lot more. If I just change that, that's better. So that's to blue, 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 blue. Yeah, okay, that's good. What I was trying to do with this is do that, just for look, so we know where each one's going. But yeah, these handle 20,000 RF, as you can see on there, and yeah, it means that it extracts just a little bit faster, as this can extract at 32,000. But you can change this and sort of limit it if you really want to. But that's absolutely fine. So pretty good. Challenge complete. And there we have it. Fill an energy cell with Stirling Generators in 3 minutes. Done. So there we are, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed that episode. We gave it a go. It was trial and error. Made a few little test mistakes on the way, but we won't mention that. We got it all working. So yes, less than 400 generators is the answer, and all configured to get the coal in there quickly as possible and the energy out as quickly as possible, so, or as much as the energy cell could cope with it. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Do give us a like if you did. Don't forget to go and watch some of the other stuff on the other channel, and watch out for that new series coming out. So yeah, just leave to say thanks for watching, guys. My name's Wild Tracker, and bye for now.